Good morning, all. Let us continue with the topic memory. Today we will discuss about different types of memory. Especially today we will cover about the primary or main memory and what are the different types of main memory. There are two major categories including RAM and ROM that will be discussed in today's topic, and we will discuss in detail about RAM and ROM in the next session. And in the third session we will discuss about cache memories, and finally one more topic is there under the memory, that is secondary devices. That portion you can write it as an assignment. After the vacation you can submit it. I will give the assignment through the Google Classroom. Let us discuss about primary or main memory. I have mentioned that it is also known as semiconductor memory because it is built using semiconductor technology. Memories are made up of a large number of binary storage cells, with each capable of storing one bit of information. These cells are made up of flip-flops. That is, flip-flop is a circuit that can be used to store one bit of information. Using flip-flops, we can store the information inside a memory. A typical memory cell will look like this. It is having input and it produces an output, and we have select as an input, and read-write operation can also be mentioned. Every cell or location has a unique address and a size. Select means the address select or chip select. Read-write indicates control signal and it denotes read or write operation to be performed. An interconnection of cells is called a register. A group of registers may be interconnected to form a large memory. Let's see an example for a 3-bit register. The 3-bit register is represented using 3 memory cells that are we are using flip-flops to store the information inside a memory cell, and we have read control signal and write control signal to these memory cells, and we will have input lines as well as the output lines. The simplest organization of register with a set of cells that are capable of storing 3 bits. For example, here we are storing 101 inside this particular register, and if the read signal is given, it will produce 101 as the output. Similarly, we can construct any bit register. Now we will see the different types of primary memory. There are mainly 2 types of memory. First one is random access memory, and the second one is read-only memory. This figure shows the complete categorization of a primary memory. Primary memory is primarily categorized into RAM and ROM. The RAM is again classified into 2, that is dynamic RAM and static RAM, which is represented as DRAM and SRAM. Read-only memory is classified into PROM and EPROM. PROM stands for programmable read-only memory, and EPROM means erasable programmable read-only memory. Again, the EPROM is divided into 2 based on the mechanism used to erase the contents. It can be electrically erasable or ultraviolet erasable programmable read-only memory. Today we will learn RAM and ROM and what are the major difference between these 2 type of memories. RAM is used to store the programs and data being used by the CPU in real time. That means the CPU has to access the RAM for the smooth processing, and all the data and instructions to be accessed by the CPU should be contained within the random access memory. It is also known as read-write memory. It is known as volatile memory. Volatile means when the power is off, the contents of the RAM will be erased. So during the processing only, the RAM will contain the informations. Next we will see what is a read-only memory, that is ROM. is a type of memory where the data has been pre-recorded. Data stored in ROM is retained even after the computer is turned off. That is known as non-volatile. So ROM will store the contents of the data even after the power is off. Now let's see the difference between RAM and ROM. This may be asked separately. RAM is a volatile memory while ROM is a non-volatile memory. Data stored in RAM can be retrieved and altered, but normally data stored in ROM can only be read. Used to store the data that has to be currently processed by CPU temporarily. RAM is used to store the data for the CPU. It stores the instructions required during bootstrap of the computer. ROM stores instructions especially during the process of bootstrapping. Bootstrapping is a process of loading the operating system into the computer's main memory in order to make the computer work efficiently. Next parameters that distinguishes both these are based on the speed, cost, size, etc. RAM is high speed memory, rather ROM is slower than RAM. The CPU can access the data stored on it, but the CPU cannot directly access the data stored in RAM. It can be done with the help of RAM. Large size with higher capacity, but ROM is having small size with less capacity. Used in CPU cache and primary memory. ROM is normally used in cache and primary memory, while the ROM is used with firmware and microcontrollers. The data stored is easily accessible in the case of RAM, but not easily accessible in the case of ROM. RAM is costlier than ROM. Let us continue this topic in the coming sessions with the details about DRAM, SRAM, and the different types of ROM, etc. Thank you.